On the morning of October 4th, 1993, Navy SEAL operator John Gay was struck by a .7.62 round fired from an AK-47. The gun was wielded by an opposing Somalian force, who were fighting US and UN combatants in the 18-hour Battle of Mogadishu. The bullet was aimed for Gay's hip, and may have caused a fatal wound if it weren't for the knife Gay kept by his side. In a massive stroke of luck, the bullet was deflected by his combat blade, a Randall-made Bowie knife, which, by the contradictory tales told decades later, was either a Model 14 or Model 15 fixed blade. Either way, the quarter-inch wedge of sharpened high-carbon steel shattered under the intense force of the impact, broken shards piercing Gay's leg, but sparing him from a more grave injury. Gay survived the incident, and later reached out to the craftsmen Bo and Gary Randall to offer the remains of his knife as a museum piece, and of course to show off the remaining blades in his collection. It was an undeniably lucky encounter, but it wasn't the first time a knife spared its owner from a bullet. One of the earliest recorded instances occurred in 1835, during the Battle of Concepcion, when Penn Jarvis was struck by a musket ball fired by the Mexican militia. His life was also saved by a knife, one which he had slipped through his belt to deflect the round, leaving only a bruise. A coincidence so incredible, it's only topped by the fact that commanding officer for the battle was Colonel James Bowie. The same James Bowie who had popularized the Bowie knife less than a decade earlier. As one of the contributing figures that inspired countless men to carry large knives in that era, Bowie may have been the indirect cause of Jarvis having a knife that day, protecting the lives of his troops in an unexpected manner. As concealed carry knives and firearms both became more common, so did tales of the two clashing. Knives are one of the few objects that people carry with them every day that are also sturdy enough to stop fatal projectiles. There are nearly countless rumors of cutlery stomping bullets throughout the ages, including more well-documented examples in recent history, such as those from a hunter in 2002, a deputy in 2013, and a carjack victim in 2018. The custom knives made by Phil Hartsfield were almost perfectly designed to deflect bullets. Hartsfield's work was inspired by traditional Japanese blades, and were known for being more stout than your average Tonto. That thickness saved the life of a special ops contractor when he brought a foot-long Hartsfield blade on a mission in El Salvador. He wore the knife across his back for the expedition, a choice he would be grateful for after the knife was struck by a stray rifle round during combat. The bullet hit his blade with a force of over 3,000 joules, more than enough to snap the A2 steel clean in half. Upon returning home, he brought the broken pieces back to Hartsfield to request that a new, shorter knife be made from the remaining edge. Instead, Hartsfield crafted him a new one in exchange for the souvenir. He was allegedly fond of retelling the story and would bring the knife out to show customers who visited his shop, resulting in the pictures that have now been reposted on countless forums recanting the tale. Hartsfield even made replicas of the blade, now referred to as the infamous El Salvador Tonto, for those who wanted to own the knife that stopped a bullet. Hit the subscribe button to hear more knife stories like this. Thanks for watching.